Hello and welcome to week 16. There was no week 15 last week. Just had a bit of me time really. Drove to, the last place I was at was the Lake of Free Provinces, and then drove back to Le Ferté St Alban, to that area there. Filled the van up with water, had a shower in the van, and just had a little bit of a time off from the angling. And then so I spent the night there, and then went to another pond which was close to that venue, but I couldn't find a way to get into it. It was all very much, no entry. There was a little bit of a back road, but I wasn't going to take the van down it. I presume that back road was the way in, but the van was too big to take down there. So reluctantly I left that one, and then headed north again. Headed up towards Lake d'Orient. I found a park up there. I stayed there for the night, with the view of just having a look around at Lake Orient in the morning. So they did that, woke up in the morning, had a stroll, and it was mind-blowing, the scale of it. It's too big for me. That's a proper big boys water. I'm just a little noddy angler from Kent, enjoying his hobby. I'm not, it's a different league, that sort of fishing. And on my own, there was no way I was ever going to fish it on my Todd. If I had someone with me, I probably would have had a go, but on my own, no chance. Then had a look on the internet around there. I found another little pond which was only sort of 20 minutes away. Went there, really nice, quite a deep pit, only small, about 3 acres, 2 to 3 acres. And there was no one there. I had it to myself. I thought, oh, this is nice. So fished there for 2 nights, and all I caught was small carp. I mean, we're talking 5 pounds. So I didn't bother even filming that one, because I knew that the first fish I caught was a crucian, and I thought, is it gonna chuck up a big fish? And it didn't, so I didn't even bother filming. So then left there, and then went to another venue which is close to this pond, and it was really nice. Deep water, shallow water, a big plateau in the middle of it. And I thought, this will do. So set my stall up there. Literally, I just got the marker rod out. I was having a mark around, and a bloke came up to me and said, "Do you realise that this is weekends only?" And I went, no, I didn't. And he said, yes, this is a weekend only one. So ended up wrapping that one up pretty quickly, packing all my gear away, and then headed to this one, which isn't too far away from that one either. So this is called Etang Frette, this one, and it's near Turgia. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. You'll see the map on the end, you'll be able to see where I am. It's nice. It's again, it's not big, 3 acres, gravel pit, varying depths from 0 down to 4 meters, this one. This is a very old gravel pit. This gravel pit was formed with a drag lining method, and there are bars running pretty much down the full length of it. I think there's probably 5 or 6 bars in this one. and there's a lot of black chickens as well, or should we call them noir poulet. Yeah, there's a lot of coots on here. But yeah, it is nice. I say I've been here for 2 days now, or yeah, 2 days. It's been the second day. But to be honest, you can see my fishing rods are out, but they're not really even out. I've been a bit poorly. Yeah, pissed up Chinese, give me the shits. And yeah, I've been properly ill. So I literally just banged some singles out, and I had a tench this morning. On that the left hand set there, you can't see at the moment, there's so much fog around. When the weather gets better, when this fog clears, you'll see. So over there, the left hand set is really snaggy. There's a bar, you can't really see it at the moment. There's a log sticking out of the water, and pretty much in line with that log there's a bar that comes out, and I'm fishing the back of that bar pretty much into those snags with those set of rods. And I had a tench this morning on the right hand rod of the left hand set, which, you know, where there's tench there's carp. So I know there's carp in here because I had a look on the internet and I found a few images of fish that have been caught from here. So there are some fish in here. How many, I'm not sure. It's going to be a tricky one because it is quite shallow, and I say there are a lot of coots on here. They've already been picking me baits up already, so yeah, it's going to be a toughie, this one, I think. But we're here and we're going to give it a go, and fingers crossed we'll catch a carp or two. There we go. First fish, first carp. Lovely big fat common. 38.4. This one goes on the plastic pineapple, on the plastic sweet corn. This one, yeah, mega fish that. Yeah, what a result. Alright, let's get you back, mate. Morris. Right, who is it? Which one's got the gammy leg? No? Alright. It's cute, isn't it? It's cute, isn't it? Yeah. It's all my fresh gone now. Yeah, I'm trying to help you. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bring your baby back. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's Monday the 2nd of October today, and yeah, I got fucking wasted yesterday. Me and a French bloke got absolutely spannered together. Ended up throwing my guts up, and I'm hanging today. Yeah, got to a point where I reeled in last night because there was no way I could have dealt with a fish. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I lost it after that, the first fish. I then had another take at about 10 o'clock, but it ploughed through the weed bed and I got cut off, so I lost that one. Another good fish as well. So anyway, we're back dangling today, and there'll be no drinking. Well, it's Tuesday. The 3rd of October today, and it's all gone a bit quiet on the fishy front. Yeah, the swivers moved in. Yeah, I knew it was coming, so I checked the weather. It's only here for a day, I think. Let's have another look. Yeah, it's here for today. It's going to get a bit windy this afternoon, and the sun's going to come out before sunset. So yeah, I had a feeling it was going to dry up the fishing with this weather. Considering I'm shallow, I'm fishing fairly shallow. Well, I say the lake is fairly shallow all over, but yeah, the sort of left-hand set, they're up in those snags. It's not very deep there at all, and the right-hand set, they're off. There's a weed bed and a bit of a plateau as well. So they're the right-hand sets. They're fishing in front of that weed bed on the plateau, and again, I don't think the fishing going to be up there with this. It's not cold, but I just think they would have moved away into deeper water, you know, around the back of the island. I think that's where all the fish hold up in the eyes, on the back of that island. Where you can't get to it. Maybe if I was a better caster I could get one over there, but I'm not, so yeah. There we go, carp's number 2. It's just gone 4:30 on Tuesday, and yeah, this one's just rattled off. One in the margin. It goes 31/8 this one on the plastic corn again. Yeah, this one I love in the corn now. Yeah, what a big fish. Alright, get you back. Bait up thing, and right, let's get you back. There we go. Wednesday this morning. And yeah, this one's just rattled off. Lovely old mirror, this one. 39.2 it goes. And it fell to plastic corn again. Yeah, what a lovely fish. Bit of girth on it. Look at the girth on that. That's a big old fish, that is. 39. 2. Yeah, what a pucker fish. Yeah. Certainly in here, that's for sure. Right, should get you back, mate. Yeah. Beautiful old fish. Right, let's do that. Right. Chill, chill, chill. Right, I'm just going to do a little piece about hook sharpening. I always sharpen my hooks, not straight out of the pack. If straight out of the pack, I'll use them, and then over time you'll lose the point on the hook through actually hooking fish into bone, dinking gravel, you name it, reeling it back in. You hit a bit of gravel, you're going to knock the point of the hook and you'll end up burring it around, and that hook will then become useless. You won't catch a fish on a blunt hook. Well, you might do, but you know, your chances of catching on a blunt hook are pretty slim compared to a sharp hook. The sharper the hook, the easier it's going to nick that initial nick. That's what you want, that initial little nick, and then as soon as that's done, the fish will then move away and then it will drive the hook home. So without the sharpness of a hook, you might as well not be fishing. You know, you've got to have a sharp hook when you're fishing. It's one of the fundamental things in carp fishing in general, but especially carp fishing. Sharp hooks. So yeah, I'm just going to bang a little tutorial together on how I sharpen hooks. You know, it's not necessarily, you know, the right way, wrong way, who cares, you know, it's the way I do it. So here's an image of a blunt hook. Now you can see the point of that hook, it's knackered really, compared to one that's come out of the pack. It's completely shot. So what we're going to do, we're just going to run through how I go about sharpening hooks. So the tools you're going to need are a hook vise. I mean, there's loads of different ones on the market. This is a Nash one. I like this one because it's got sort of two handles. It makes it easy to hold it, you know. We'll get to that in a minute. And then obviously files as well. Now you can get you know, the Swiss files, needle files. This is a Jag Products one. They're great, really good, but they don't last very long. It'll lose its bite. You can see this one, all the wear on it, you know. It's done a lot of miles, this file. So that's a Swiss file, so they work pretty well, but they won't last very long. And so what I've sort of swapped over to now is a diamond file. This is great, this file. Very long lasting, doesn't really wear out. This file, I got this from a company called Trend. They do their woodwork basically. So this is a file for sharpening router bits, saw blades, and general woodworking tools really. The good thing about it is it's got one flat face, and it's also got a concave face as well, and it's got a taper to it as well, which really helps. So yeah, I favour this file over the Swiss needle file. So the first thing we've got to do is get the hook into the vise. So this is still all rigged up, this hook. Yeah, see, I really sharpen my hooks, because I'm a bit of a tight arse. You know, they're 50p each, these hooks, you know, and you see the quarter boys, they're like, oh, if it's blunt, throw it away, put a new one on. Well, that's great if you get 3 hooks, but I don't get 3 hooks. So that 50p, I can get 2 to 3 sharpens out of a hook, depending how bad the point is. 2 to 3 sharpens, yeah. So a 50p hook then cost me 15p. You know, it's the way forward for me anyway. So firstly, we're going to get it in the vise. So if you've got it all rigged up, make sure all your bead and that is all pushed up and it's all out of the way, yeah. And then put it in the vise, and then we're going to tighten it up. Like so. All right, so now we can see the hook is in the vise, yeah. See, I like this vise because it's got 2 flat edges where you can guide your file on, if you want to do filing this way. If you've got, say if this is nicked round and it's gone, if you've got a burr and it's gone round to the left or right, then yeah, this is where this comes into play. You can then resharpen this angle, and then generally when I do this angle, I'll rest my file here and I'll go like that. So firstly, let's have a look. So we saw the hook, so there's no burr underneath, so we're good for this one. So if there was a burr underneath, I will take my needle file, my diamond file, yeah, and then what I would do is I would run the diamond file underneath, yeah, to get rid of that burr first, yeah. So matching up the convex shape with the hook, and then literally you're going to just give it no pressure, and you're just going to take that burr off, yeah. This one didn't have it, so we're all right, but that would then bring that burr back round, yeah. Once you got to that point, then it's time to do the top of the hook, yeah. So we're gonna take this part of the hook off, yeah. So I'll put it in my knees like so. Knees, you've got to have knees for carp fishing, you know, tying bags and hook sharpening. So what I would do is I'll put it in my knees like that, so that gives me some tight grip on the vise, pressure on this hand as well, and then with your file again match up the angle. So with the wire gapes, they're beach point hooks and they curve round, yeah. So what we're going to try and do is we're not going to go round in an arc, yeah, we're just going to go straight, yeah. So match it up as best you can, yeah, and then a few little strokes backwards and forwards like so, okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to check this in my jeweler's loop. Again, this is something that you need. If you're sharpening hooks, you need this. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Garde de pêche.
Garde de pêche. My license.
La carte.
Oui. Garde de pêche. Checking the license. Where was he? Yes, yeah, so a jeweler's loop. You definitely need this for hook sharpening. People, if you can do it with your naked eye, good luck. I certainly can't. You know, I use this a lot, this jeweler's loop, especially when I'm doing riggy components as well. yeah, the crimps as well. I use this for the crimps, to get the crimps lined up into the pliers. So my eyes are pretty shot. So yeah, these are really good bits of kit. Again, this ain't an expensive one. You know, the Jag Products one is silly money. I think this was £2 this one off eBay. And it does exactly the same job, you know. So shop around, get a jeweler's loop. So I'm just going to check that hook and see where we're at. Okay, so right now I can see we're on track. Now I don't know if this camera's going to pick it up or not. We'll try and get in now. Don't think it's going to work. No, it's not going to have it on here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue sharpening this, and then we'll have a look back under the large camera once I've done that. So again, I've still got a few more strokes to go this way before I'm down to the point. Yeah, what you don't want to do is go beyond the point. Yeah, what you're aiming for is putting this chamfer on but not going past the back of the hook, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to give that a few more strokes with my file, wherever I put it. There it is. Okay, so back into my knees again. Yeah, line my bevel up. Yeah, and I'm going to give that a few more strokes. Oops. See, I'm using my finger here to rest the foil. Yeah. Just going to check that again. So you're not putting firm pressure on, just letting the foil do the work. Okay, a little bit more for that one. Let's have another look. So just do a bit at a time, check it, do a bit more, check it. You know, that diamond foil removes a lot of material. A little bit more, it's getting there. This one, the point was pretty bad on this one, so this one will need a bit more material removing. Okay, check that. A little bit more, and we're nearly there. So what you want to try and do is keep your foil perpendicular to your vise, so you're doing it so they're in line. Yeah, so you're not doing that, you're not doing that, you're keeping it parallel is the word I'm looking for, not perpendicular. So parallel to the vise. Okay, clean the swarf off and then check it again. A little bit at a time, yeah. Yep, right, so that is down to the point now, so I can see that that's gone right down, and it's that bevel now is on the underside of the hook. Okay, so that's that one, that's that bit done. Yeah, so we took the top edge off. Now next job will be to do the bevel on this side. Okay, so again, the hook will already have a bevel on it. Yeah, so you're going to take your file, rest it on your vise, line it up with the bevel. It's already on the hook. Yeah. Yep. And then do the same on the other side. Yeah, people say that they can sharpen hooks without a vise. It's rubbish. You'll never get your angles right. You know, you need to have a vise. Okay, I'm just going to check that with the loop. Right, that looks pretty good. Okay, and then so lastly we just want to then again, so we've got this bevel, all right, so what we want to do is just take that edge off now. So again, we're just going to line up with that bevel and run it round to 45 degrees, just a few strokes. Yeah, the same on this one. Line your bevel up till we're around 45 degrees. Yeah, so you're just taking the two edges off. Yeah, so basically we've made a wedge shape. Yeah, and we're just going to take those two edges off that wedge shape. Right, that should probably do us. Yeah, I can feel how sharp that is now. That is like literally, it wants to dig in. Look, it wants to dig in straight away, and that's what you want. You want that initial nick. Yeah, I'm not putting any pressure on that, and that's what you want. See, it's pinching my skin with hardly any pressure on it, and that's what you want. You don't want a hook that's just going to skirt along your skin. You just want that initial nick, and that's the bit that's then going to drive that hook in. Yeah. So that's that. We'll have a look at that on the big camera now, and you can see the difference compared to when it was blunt and now it's sharp. The other thing now to do is put a little bit of Vaseline on that, because that'll rust otherwise. So I just get a dollop of Vaseline, rub it on there, and that'll prevent that exposed metal from rusting. And yeah, and then that's it, that's done. Yeah, so we've just saved the 50p hook from going in the bin. And I say I could probably get maybe another sharpen out of that. You can only go so far with them, and then what you'll end up increasing this angle too much, or sorry, decreasing the angle, and then it'll end up with, you know, quite a fat wedge, and we don't want that. We want it as narrow as possible to get into the to penetrate into the skin quicker. But that's it, and that's how I sharpen my hooks. Might be wrong, might be right, but that's how I do it. boy. There we go. Carp's number 4. It's Friday, 6th of October today. And yeah, this one went 31.8, this one goes. So from me saying it's going to be a bit of a toughie, that's, you know, 430s in 1 week on a public water. Yeah, that's pretty pucker, I would say. Yeah, this is a good venue. No small fish, all decent fish. Yeah, chuffed to bits really. What a session it's been, this one. It's had its ups and downs. Yeah. Right, let's get you back. And then we're going to head off to a new destination. Right. Right, mate.